Let's get ready to story.
One Saturday wintry evening a few years ago, I had gone out to dinner with some friends, and then I found myself on the landing of an apartment building on the second floor where my friends Sarah and Brendan were celebrating a housewarming for a new apartment that they just got. And Sarah greeted me at the door and took my coat and gave me a tour. And the apartment, you entered in the kitchen and then went through to a small dining room that they were using for an office. And after that was a living room and then a bedroom off that. And I'm not really good at parties. I'm pretty shy, and I sort of need a job to do. And if I don't have a job, I don't really know what to do. But I managed to get myself to the bar, and I got a drink and went to the living room and made some small talk with people. And I was feeling really proud of myself. And I was sort of nervous, but like not the kind of nervous that would give you like a queasy feeling in your stomach nervous. But I had that queasy feeling. And that's when I realized that I'd had a salad at dinner. And the salad was okay, but I think it was one of those salads that got sprinkled with that white powder that keeps things fresh and crispy. And if you haven't had a salad with this powder, I can tell you that it has the laxative effect of about 20 cups of coffee. So I was getting signals from my body that weren't really like, you should get your coat and go. They were more like, you're about to become a human can and find a bathroom. So I went into the bedroom, but all that's there is a bed full of coats and no bathroom, and now I realize, oh my gosh, the bathroom is next to the kitchen. The site of the bar, and a lovely spread of food. And 20 of the 40 people at the party packed in like sardines. But I make my way through them to the bathroom, and I close the door and I lock it, and I do what needs to be done, as we all do, not that we want to do that at someone's housewarming party. And then I realize I can't leave because on the other side of the door is food and people that I don't know. And on this side of the door is a human after effect that I will just refer to as a fragrance. A fragrance that could perhaps kill a small bear, but a fragrance. And now I start to panic, but I look around, I'm like, okay, I can be calm. I'm sure there's air freshener here somewhere, and I look and I look and I look, and it's not in any of the obvious places, and I'm a good guest. I don't feel like I should look in someone's medicine chest or anything so feel free to welcome me to your house, maybe not after this story, but, so I don't find any air freshener, and I think, okay, well, I'll open the window. So I go over to the window. It's an old house. It's painted shut. Okay, so much for fresh air. Well, there's 10 candles in the room, but none of them are lit. And I think, okay, well, if there's 10 candles, there's got to be matches. And I remember that old college trick that if you strike a match, you are golden. So I start looking around for matches. But I can't really look for matches in, the obvious places because they're not in the obvious places because nothing else is in the obvious place. So now I have to turn into a bad party guest. And never mind the medicine chest, I looked under things. I was under the sink. I looked under a radiator that was blazing hot, which was really not helping the situation. Thank you very much. And when I finally got up, and now I'm in complete and utter panic, that I'm completely embarrassed myself in front of all these new people, and I need friends. And I think, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to find a solution. And there, on the top of the toilet tank, is this little yellow box with lovely stripes, and it looks like it's in a cylinder, it's cardboard, and it looks like the old kind of box that my great Aunt Agnes used to keep powder in. And I thought, oh, yay. And I walked up to it, and the label had this little crown on it. And below the crown, it said, princess powder. And I thought, jackpot! So I gingerly opened the box, and inside was this feathery powder puff with a satin little handle on it, and I picked up the satin handle, and I thought, one good poof, and I'm golden. And so I gave it a poof, And that's when the powder puff detached from the handle and began tumbling towards the water. And I'm juggling it and poofing more powder into the air, creating this mess. And finally I catch it, and it doesn't actually hit the water, but it gives this final like a powder bomb. And it's then that I realize that princess powder is not in fact powder, it is glitter. And it is also unscented. So now there's glitter everywhere in this bathroom. There's glitter on me, there's glitter on the commode, there's glitter on the floor. And all I can think is, I have to clean this up right now because I am a good party guest. So I turn to the towel rack, and all that's there are the embroidered towels that your mother gives you when you have a grown-up party. So I can't use those, and I've been through everything else. Trust me, I know there's nothing to clean this up with. And so I end up taking clumps of toilet paper and wetting them and trying to scrape up the floor, and at some point I realize, this is just fruitless. I am just crazy. I need to get over myself. So I take off my sweater and shake off all the glitter into the tub, and I put it back on, and I straighten up my hair, and I give myself a good pep talk, and I walk out of that bathroom, and I close the door behind me as a temporary barricade, and I run into the living room where Brendan greets me with, "Hey, Nance, I'm so glad you could make it. Wow, you're just glowing." And that's when I realized that while some powders will try to kill you, an encounter with princess powder will save you from yourself. Thank you.